Skinny from the 9 is something else. He been arrested for kidnapping, shot, robbed, and punched a fan in the face. This is the wild come up of Skinny from the 9. Skinny had a crazy childhood, watching his mom and stepdad pull off scams and identity fraud, but eventually it caught up to him and his stepdad got locked up. After that, his situation only got worse, and Skinny told XXL, "My mom was a single mother with 7 kids, so I ended up being homeless. I was sleeping on the streets, shelters, and hotels. There were times when we didn't eat, times I didn't have shoes." Skinny's family had to keep moving around to avoid the cops, and he told XXL that's when he started bumping Eminem and writing his own music. After his dad got out of prison, Skinny moved in with him and actually got to record his own tracks for the first time. His pops bought him a mic, and Skinny worked fast food jobs to pay for studio time. He started dropping music on SoundCloud back in 2016, and the next year he broke out with the track Love Blast, which racked up over 3 million plays. Love Blast gave him enough clout for Fetty to bring him on tour, and by the end of 2018, Skinny signed a major deal with LA Reid's label, Hitco. It looked like Skinny was about to take things to the next level, but in August 2018, he almost lost it all when he got booked on a kidnapping charge with his own dad and brother. In June 2018, a video leaked online showing Skinny and his crew punching and kicking a rapper named Loon G outside a 7-Eleven in Jersey. NJ.com reported that people in the area was afraid of Skinny and his homies because they paid thugs to beat people badly. Loon G ended up in the emergency room, but Skinny got out of the case because Loon refused to work with the cops. One of his reps told NJ.com that it was in self-defense and that he's not going around fighting people on video because that's not what he's about. He's with his dad and brothers helping people. But 2 months later, Skinny, his dad, and brother all got booked after they kidnapped and beat up another dude. According to the investigation, Skinny, his dad David, his brother Joshua, and a dude named Troy Warren lured an unnamed dude into their SUV. When they took off, Skinny grabbed the dude's phone and started punching him in the stomach. Then, they just drove around for an hour while Warren was beating the dude up. Eventually, they went back to David's house, which is when the cops showed up and arrested everyone. At first, they was facing kidnapping, aggravated assault, and robbery charges, but it ended up being downgraded to luring an adult, simple assault, and theft. Skinny pleaded guilty and admitted to hitting the dude and stealing his phone, but he ended up getting released after a couple months instead of the 25 years he was facing for kidnapping. When he got out, Skinny told XXL that he ain't do nothing. He said that the dude took my chain and sold it for like $500. When I found out that he stole it and sold it, I went to go confront him. And he told me, "Yo bro, I sold the chain, I'm sorry, don't call the police on me, I don't want no problems." Long story short, I get to my house and the cops come and he tells everyone he got kidnapped. Luckily he got out without having to serve a lot of time, and Skinny got right back on his grind. He dropped a video for his track, Just Left Jail, then released his debut mixtape, It's an Evil World, with features from Fetty and PNB Rock. But Skinny ain't the type of dude who stays out of jail for long. And in 2019, he almost got jumped by a rapper named Zoe Dollars and his crew. Zoe posted a video of him and his homies chasing Skinny out of a recording studio, which made it look like he ain't want no smoke. Skinny hopped on Instagram later and said Zoe was scared to fight him one-on-one. But Zoe clapped back and said, "That nigga ran so fast, he ran down the whole f***ing street missing. We wasn't finna do nothing to homeboy. I was just trying to figure out what's up with all that tough talk, bro." Skinny made it out of the situation without getting touched. But that same month, he allegedly got robbed by Almighty Jay and his crew. In February 2019, Skinny invited Jay to crash at his place while they worked on music. Then a couple days later, TMZ posted surveillance footage that showed 2 dudes walk up to Skinny while he was sitting in his Range Rover and rob him. They got away with a $40,000 chain, a Rolex worth 20 bands, and 20 racks in cash. The cops named Jay as a suspect in the case, and he called out reporters for airing the situation out. He up on IG Live and said, "Suck my bro, for real. Police ass shit doing, man. Is police. Facts. And TMZ, World Star, suck my y'all police too." Jay turned himself in, but the case eventually got dropped because Skinny wouldn't work with the cops. It was looking like 2019 just wasn't gonna be his year, because a month after the Almighty Jay and Zoe Dollar situations, some random dude caught Skinny lacking at a restaurant and put hands on him. Adam22 from No Jumper posted a video of what went down. You can see a dude walk up to Skinny and start throwing hands. They got into a quick fight, and at the end of the video, the other dude just shoves Skinny down and walks away. People started clowning Skinny online, so he hopped on IG Live to explain his side of the story. He said, "I wasn't gonna comment on the situation because I'm all about positivity, but the dude that hit me is a straight bitch. He came up to me while I was eating at a restaurant by myself with a girl and was like, 'Yo, I know you eating right now, but can I take a picture?' I got up, put my arm around him like we was gonna take a picture, like we was posing, and the dude snuck me. Skinny also called out Adam22 for posting the video and said, "Adam, you a whole rat. Shut the f up. Skinny gang. Where I'm from, when you want to fight somebody, you go up to them and square up. Throw their shit up and fight it out. Not no shit where you going sneak nigga. That's corny." Getting embarrassed by a random dude at a restaurant is tough, but in 2020, Skinny had bigger problems to worry about after getting shot in the leg. On July 24th, 2020, Skinny posted a video of himself laying on the ground with cops in a police car behind him. In the clip, he just says, "I got shot," over and over, but he ain't explaining the situation at all. People started trolling him online and said the whole thing was fake, but his management hopped on IG to clear the rumors. They wrote, "Skinny's in the hospital. We don't know what's going on. He did get shot. Pray for him. This is not a joke." Then, we got into a shootout. We're fine. Skinny's in the hospital undergoing surgery, but everyone should be all right. Even after the news broke, people started claiming that Skinny shot himself for clout. A week after it went down, he called everyone out for spreading rumors and said, "You know I really hate the internet. I really hate you mindless sheep following the crowd ass people. I got shot. I really almost lost my life. Someone made an attempt on my life. Not no f***ing I shot myself for clout." Back in January, Skinny went on DJ Academic's podcast and talks about what went down. He told Academics that he was at a party in Miami when someone spotted him and called up some other dudes to rob him. When Skinny and his homie walked outside to leave the party, 4 dudes pulled up on him and told Skinny to hand over his jewelry and cash. Skinny refused to give it to him, and that's when they started letting off shots. He tried to duck behind the car, but one of the shooters caught him once in the leg. Skinny also claims one of them got hit too, but it ain't clear if anyone ever got arrested for the shootout. Luckily, Skinny made a full recovery from the gunshot, but then in 2021, he made headlines again after Almighty J knocked him down twice in a one-on-one fight. Ever since Skinny got robbed back in 2019, him and Jay been sending shots back and forth on social media. In 2021, Jay claimed that Skinny wrote a police statement against him over the robbery. So Skinny called him out and said, "Tired of the lies you spread on my name. I'm trying to box you, 20K, at Real Almighty J. You know damn well you ain't getting 20K for any booking. No tough guy shit, just box me." They never linked up for an official boxing match, but a month later, Skinny and Jay went head up in the street. In the video of the fight, Skinny and Jay start throwing hands in an empty parking lot. Jay caught him clean a couple times and knocked him down, and the video ends with them being separated. Jay posted a video of the fight and captured it with, "Be on the internet with all that tough ass shit, so they gotta see me in person. Ask SkinnyFromThe9. Dropped him twice, no jumping, no none of that." Skinny couldn't even act like he ain't lose, so instead, he went after 6ix9ine on Instagram and wrote, "Real handle their problems like men. No with me. 6ix9ine would have never shot a fade. Stop comparing us." Skinny and 6ix9ine never linked up to fight, but earlier this year, Skinny made headlines again after he punched a fan on camera. In May 2022, a video started going around that showed Skinny punching a dude in the face. The video shows the dude walk up to Skinny acting like he's a fan, and Skinny asks him if he wants a picture. The dude says, "Can I ask you a question?" And Skinny goes along with it. That's when the dude asks, "When did you snitch on someone?" Skinny obviously wasn't with the disrespect, and as soon as he heard the question, he punched the dude's glasses off and just walked away. Then the dude he hit walked off laughing, but it ain't in there. After it went down, the dude he hit jumped into Skinny's DMs and started trying to get money out of him. Their messages got posted online, and the dude said, "I can really make a bag off you. Not gonna be going to the law if you pay a little price." Skinny ain't responded to the blackmail, but dude ain't let up. Later he said, "I want that bread, Cash App, or we gonna press some charges." It don't look like this dude is gonna get the payout he thought he would, so at the end of the day, he got punched in the face for no reason. The rest of the year been pretty quiet for Skinny. He's still dropping music and working on his career, but it's been a while since he had anything pop off like his older hits. Hopefully he can keep his head down and stay out of trouble though, cause these last few years been wild for him.